show.
Okay, well, aren't you going to say rolling?
I was rolling from before.
July the 24th, 2010. What does it mean? The fear, the loathing, the lust, the greed. It's Cape Town, South Africa, and we're in a place called the Biscuit Mill. They don't make biscuits here anymore, but it's now an old building populated by a lot of cool, healthy and constructive people. We'll take you around and find out what they think of the 24th of October. 24th of July. Some of us really don't know what day it is as time speeds up, but it's the 21st century, folks.
24th of July. What relevance that has at the moment, we don't know, but in 50 to 100 years, people might look back on this and think, well, that was quite an interesting date in comparison to where we are currently. So as you can see, the following headlines: we've got Semenya all set for Berlin, and for those in the States or overseas who don't know about Semenya, there was a whole controversy about her as being a male at one stage, which they then came out that she was in fact perhaps a hermaphrodite, but recently she's been cleared to be a female athlete, but back then it was quite controversial as it ruined her career. The public outcry was massive in South Africa. So yeah, on this day they're obviously covering that she's all set for Berlin and Triumph as it states. At the moment she's clocking all the other female athletes out of the race.
Poop Idol has a bum audition.
So she obviously passed win during the audition. We all know pop idols. So
like
this
the American, it's the South African version
of American Idols, and only in this country would this happen. But she basically farted mid-audition. A multi-billion rand green housing project that will self-sustain and completely powered by renewable energy in Saldanha Bay. A multi-billion rand green housing project that will self-sustain and completely powered by renewable energy in Saldanha Bay. So as you can see, at least we're a bit more green than most.
Green, keep it green.
Keep it green.
This whole thing's green.
So that's obviously the psyche at the moment in the world, is keep it green. We'll see where we are in 100 years time from now.
Fight against xenophobia, very small headline. You know,
this is
no big deal in South Africa, xenophobia right now on the 24th of
Even
August.
though it's like quite prominent.
Yeah. I keep on getting the date wrong. There must be something about today that doesn't want to be the 24th of July.
We'll have a look at some prices. This is obviously in rands, but for 2 dozen eggs, 27 rand. 12 rand for a 2 litre milk. No,
hold on a moment. Hold on a moment. We've got zombie porn in Australia. A Canadian movie featuring gay zombie porn has been banned from screening at the Melbourne International Film Festival.
Gay zombie porn?
Gay zombies, dude. They're taking over. So the 24th of July could be about gay zombies.
It's a big thing right now.
It's a big thing, gay zombies.
Gay zombies. Oh, this is a site that you might not see from in 100 years time. But here we go. Baby rhino saved from poachers. Rhinos, as you know, are endangered species at the moment, and here we have one in the flesh, and as you can see on the top right here, here's a rhino that was killed by poachers. So this is obviously an epidemic that's going to happen to this particular breed, but in a couple of years time, who knows if we'll ever see this wonderful creature again. And it's obviously a vampire movie which has taken the world by storm, and the trend at the moment is vampires and science fiction.
Oh, I actually heard someone say that. So I heard that one of the reasons for the vampire fetish is because of America's conservatism right now, and they use that as an outlet to express their sexual desire through these vampire films.
Do you think sexual desires are a big thing in the 2010?
No, it always is, but the vampire thing is an outlet for it. It's like an expression of that, if that makes any sense.
Vampires. And your views on the sexual vampires?
They should stay in the closet. No more comment. So, obviously now the sport headlines. as we call it, the Weekend August, our local newspaper, on July the 24th, 2010. If you look here, which we'll get to, he had batsman in a spin for 20 years. This is a world record that's just been set by, we'll get to him now, but in the meanwhile, as we all know, with regards to sport, what's relevant right now on July the 24th is, I think it's, I could be wrong, but about two and a half weeks since the World Cup's ended, and it's a country that has outproven itself. I think everyone expected a lot less, and we've out-delivered what everyone's expectations were. And I don't know what everyone else's take, but we're going to find out today what exactly everyone else's take is on post-World Cup. There's obviously a term that gets thrown around about post-World Cup depression. We're going to find out whether or not such a thing exists, if it does at all. Is there such thing as World Cup depression, or have we actually surpassed that, and are we going to be a little bit more optimistic about a post-World Cup and what has it done for our country? Which we're going to
synopsis about the World Cup.
Well, yeah, as you know, obviously 2010 awarded to South Africa, the first African country to be awarded a World Cup, which was obviously a couple years ago when it was awarded. A lot had to happen since then. Infrastructure had to be raised, improved, and yeah, Mark, what do you think of the World Cup?
Well, as someone who's not interested in sports at all, and as someone who's not competitive, I still found a raising of spirit and increasing consciousness having all those international people here with all their different quirks and quaint stuff. And down here in Southern Africa, I think it was a marvelous thing.
And your view on the actual outcome, like, you know, Netherlands?
Oh, okay. Obviously, I think a lot of people were disappointed in the final in terms of a spectacle, in terms of a soccer spectacle, but you can't expect anything more or less from a World Cup final, in my opinion. And I wasn't disappointed whatsoever. I think either one of those teams deserved to win that World Cup final. But I think in the end, Spain outpowered and outclassed them.
How's it, guys? Where are you from?
Johannesburg.
Cool. And are you living here?
No, both of us have businesses here part-time, so we both
Were you here during the World Cup?
Yeah.
And what did you think?
Fantastic. For me, I had a phenomenal World Cup experience.
We succeeded.
13 games. I think we conquered the world. I met a lot of foreigners, a lot of them. I'm yet to meet one who wasn't happy, including a couple of guys here in Cape Town who were hijacked and booked a holiday come January. So they really had they really had good fun, and I think we did a good job as South Africans.
Cool. I'm going to just ask you a couple of questions. What is it that makes you laugh?
What is it makes us laugh?
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Good answer. Great. And yourself?
Life. You can't laugh at it, you're in trouble. I think.
And what is it that you fear?
Fear? All my ex-girlfriends. Generally, I don't have any fears.
Cool. And yourself?
Heights.
Heights, okay.
That's it.
And what is it that you love?
What is it that I love?
Yeah.
Everything. Anything that makes you high in life.
Cool.
Gives you a natural high.
Cool. And yourself?
I'm a life lover. I'm very happy to be here, to be alive. Had a few reasons not to be here, but I'm happy to be here. Life's good.
I know it's a little bit of an experiment. Do you mind showing us what's in your pockets, like keys or anything? We're just like, this is going to go into like a time capsule kind of thing. We're going to... Cool.
Show us that key, how it works. Show us how the key works. And how do you turn the, now what happens if you want to open the door?
Open the car, press that button, close the car, press that button, that in ignition, turn it.
Cool. And yourself, you've got wallets and just your... and a phone.
This here is from Greece, actually.
Okay.
It's a tobacco holder.
Oh, wow.
Put your little tobacco in there, put your Rizla over there.
Jeez.
And if you need anything else, you can also put it in there.
Okay.
Good boy.
And yeah, that's it. Money.
Cool.
And that's it, and my phone.
Thank you.
Great, thanks guys, that was really cool.
Get one of your